Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to a World of Tanks video. I'm afraid it's been a little while since I last put one up. My apologies, but there we go. Hopefully this will soothe the blow of it being a little while. And yes, I know it's artillery, but most of us play it occasionally, so go figure. This is the Su-14-1 Tier 7 Soviet artillery piece. And we're on mines, which is not a particularly good map for artillery, and we're bottom tier, and we're not fully upgraded. So this is not the big fat boomstick, this is the 152mm gun from the Su-8 at tier 6. So that means that compared to a fully upgraded Su-14-1, we're going to do less alpha damage, have a smaller splash, but have a higher rate of fire, essentially. And oh, are you guys gonna line up beautifully like that for me? You are so generous. Come on. Now, at the time I played this game, I had a mission. Oh, not that much damage. I had a mission where I had to splash lots of artillery at all once. If memory serves. No, it was to get a certain... it was a certain total amount of time for people to be stunned, or something like that. It involves splashing people, stunning them, and giggling. And all these people are nicely clustered, which means that shot hits, well actually we get a stun on 4 of them. And we're racking up the damage there and racking up the assistance, which is very nice. I mean, it may still be the small gun, that may well be the case, but if they're just going to cluster up like that, I mean, I will happily take them to the cleaners if they give me half a chance. Hello IS-6, how are you today? Pew! 177, oh yeah, I am mighty. Fear the massive damage output from this tank. Anyway, so the scoreline's 1-0, as our team have killed an incredibly scary Black Prince. Yeah, we're quaking, just quaking so much. Oh, but they really haven't learned. Are they really going to cluster up like that again? Really? Really? Oh, isn't that a shame? It's almost as if players don't learn from their mistakes. Who'd have thunk? Anyway. So, I'm not even bothering to move at this point, because the thing with mines is it's such a small map that if you move, you run the you're going to deactivate your camo net and you run the risk of being spotted. And that is a genuine concern. Hello, Primo Victoria. So, often you're going to see me not moving in between shots here, and... well, the way artillery is currently tuned, people tend not to bother with counter-battery fire anyway. Oh, can we, oh, this would be beautiful. Can we finish off this Primo Victoria? Can we? Oh, he moved, but the shot went long, and yes, we pick up a kill. Scoreline's 4-1, by the way. If the team weren't half decent here, at least compared to the enemy team, would have had our faces kicked in by now. So one of their light tanks would have been up on the hill, spotted me. Sorry, they don't. Yeah, they do have a light tank, and I'd have been dead or something like that. It's a frustratingly small map. As it is, apparently we've won the hill, which is a thing that doesn't happen too often, but I'm gonna run with it. Blind shot there because, you know, why not? There's often someone hunkering down in that bush, so let's just go for it, really. T-28 kind of behind a rock, so not the best shot in the world at him, but better than nothing. And if I can splash him or stun him, I'm going to get some assistance damage if someone else subsequently is able to slap him. And as it is, that was a nice direct hit, so we will take it. Relocating a little bit now because I don't really have very good shots on a lot of these people. But again, directing my focus at the back here. I want them to be spotted so I can slap them in the face with my boomstick. But there's no one here, so we're just going to switch attention over to this side of the map. And oh, there's the IS-6. He's the one from earlier on. Yay! I probably should have kept my attention at the back there, as they've all now been lit up. But never mind. Let's see if we can have a punt at this IS-6. But nope, the Oni takes care of business. So we're going to switch our attention over toward the back again. T-34-1 is behind a rock. Can't really see I blame him too much, to be fair. T-28 is also probably going to be behind that rock, which is kind of inconvenient. Ooh, no, he's not behind that rock. I can hit him and possibly splash the T-34 as well. Ooh, there we go. And a little bit of stunning assistance damage as well. Lovely. Some more of that would be very much appreciated, please, and thank you. Now, of course, with the smaller caliber gun, you do get a faster reload than you do with the massive boomstick, and ooh, ow, ow, okay, that's going to leave a mark. Oh, hello, Mr. Object 704. Oh, pew! Sploosh. Only 121 damage, but someone else slapped him, so that's 571 assistance as well. Oh, yeah. And all these shots into people, they're the only 2 guys left, and we are racking up the assistance damage, and racking up the amount of time we've had people stunned for, so that goes towards our mission. Object 704 gets taken out. We can still do something about this T-28. Pew! And splash. Only 51 actual damage, but look at the assistance coming in afterwards. If they shoot him in the next 5 seconds, that's more assistance. Come on. There we go. Delicious. Om nom 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 nom. And that is the game. So let's go and have a look at the post-battle results and see how well we did. So, in the end, that was enough for an ace tanker in the Su-14-1. Hurrah! I put in so much effort. Also got Bruiser, which shouldn't come as a huge surprise because crit hits all the damn time. The mission in question was actually SPG-1 for the Object 260, so we had to stun enemies 10 times, and if we could cause damage 8 times, then that was our secondary completed, and we got them both done. Second on the team, with 1,109 base experience, which actually for an artillery piece is quite a lot, but do bear in mind, we're bottom tier, so all the guys we're shooting are same tier or higher. 2,312 damage done, and 1 kill for that experience. Shout out to the Bulldog, by the way, stonking game from him. Really did put the team and myself in a much better position. 11 shots fired, 7 hits, 7 pens, 10 splashes for that damage count. 8 vehicles damaged, 1 of them destroyed, 228 seconds of stunning, and over 2,000 assistance damage there. 16 stuns caused, tasty. We didn't travel very far, but let's not worry too much about that. 62,500 credits earned, plus this particular game was played over the Christmas period, so I got a bonus for the Soviet New Year Christmas shenanigans. So that was another almost 17,000 credits, so with a premium account that was a 67,000 credit profit and an awful lot of experience. Hurrah! So there we go. First little outing there. First little game to show you the Su-14-1. We're going to have a look at another Soviet machine now. One that I should have shown you earlier on, but technical problems meant that I couldn't, so hopefully it's going to work this time. Here we are with the second match then, and we're keeping it Soviet. We're in the Tier 9 Soviet tank destroyer, the Object 704. Now I get quite a lot of requests to play tanks like this with a dirty great big gun, and I always feel a little bit guilty when I inform people that I don't actually like a lot of those tanks. But screw it, you know, we're gonna have a game here, and you can see in chat I'm saying, God, I hate this thing. We're gonna have a game here in it, so nuts to it. I'm actually platooned up with British B when this happened. This is going back to around Christmas time now, so this is, you know, this replay is a little on the old side. I have a bit of a backlog to work through. So, I'm in my Object 704, he's in his E75. This was around about the time when I was close to unlocking the Object 268. And this was not the map that I wanted to see, I'm going to be honest. Mountain Pass, it's not my favourite map at the best of times, and in an Object 704, really not what I was after, especially if we're not going to be top tier. So this is a tier 10 match, it's 357 matchmaking at its glorious finest. So screw it, we're not going to camp around too much because I hate doing it. Although this is rather risky, I'm going to be honest, because at the moment I am the furthest forward person on our team, which is slightly problematic. But if you come up to this sort of area, it is entirely possible. I just did a hand gesture to demonstrate which area I meant, as if you can magically see what I'm doing. Anyway, sorry, I'm being an idiot. If you come up to this area, you can often get crossfire over to where that T-25 pilot is, and also often over toward the bridge in front that we've got in front of the Super Conqueror at the moment. So just having a look at both teams, Super Conqueror, Object 140 and T110E4 versus IS-4, Batchat 25T and T110E4. Well, I think you could make a very strong case for arguing just in terms of the tanks, not the drivers, I don't know about that, but in terms of the tanks, they probably have the stronger top tier tanks. Can I pick out a shot on that Scorpion? No. Can I pick out a shot on anyone? Yes, 684 into the Rheinmetall Borsig. Now, I may not be a huge fan of this tank, but even I will happily admit that it is very satisfying when that gun slaps someone in the face for all of their health. Unfortunately, my problem with the tank is that it doesn't tend to really do that reliably enough for me. So I would rather have a smaller caliber gun that was a bit more reliable. You know, I'm thinking something perhaps German here, one of the 128s or something like that. Anyway, WZ-111 1-4, pew, 733. Both of these damage rolls have been below average so far, by the way, just in case you hadn't noticed that. But there we go. Big fat slap into his face. And now, since they slightly changed the top of this particular tech tree, this gun used to be mounted on the ISU-152, but that no longer gets this gun as an option. It gets a different 152mm gun. Still does 750 alpha damage, but has about 260 pen instead of the 286 that this thing gets with standard ammunition. It is brutal. Hello, Mr. Super Conqueror. How are you today? Pew! 756. Slightly above average damage roll. Not by much, but slightly. We'll definitely take it. And we're just going to wait for our reload. Unfortunately, the Super Conqueror wasn't stupid enough to just sit there. Bit of a shame. I'd have loved him to do that, but never mind. And, well, if you have a look at the map, you can just see we have convincingly won the western flank, but the enemy team have convincingly won the eastern flank. Now, I would say that the western flank, it's the one I would prefer to win given a choice, so I'm okay with that, but even so, you know, I'm still going to go back and defend. Super Conqueror going for his lower front plate there, because even with 286mm of penetration, I'm not going through the front of his turret or his upper front plate, and as you can see, I missed the lower front plate and actually bounce. I do, however, get a little bit of assistance damage on the Super Conqueror as someone else manages to slap him in the face, so I'll take 488 assistance quite happily. If this guy's going to go forward a little bit, I'd love to slap him, but I get spotted and I don't really want to hang around there because that Super Conqueror, since they changed the top of the British line, oh no, the enemy Object 704's nailed British B, no. Since they changed the top of the British tank line, sorry, that thing can actually side scrape and has much better aiming stats, and he's just going to snap shots into me all day long. So rather than do that, I'm going to go over and see if I can avenge British B. If I can slap one into this Object 704, that would be quite entertaining. Of course, he could potentially slap one into me as well, but you know, we'll take our chances. We don't aim that one properly, and we actually bounce on him, but we bounce the WZ's shot as well, so never mind. Thinking about my options here, I'm pondering actually going for the E75 or the ST1. Don't have amazing gun depression with this tank. There we go, 679, another low damage roll. I'm getting a lot of low damage rolls in this game. I mean, it's still painful, don't get me wrong, but it is below average as we slap one into the ST1's bum. Sorry, the E75's bum, my apologies. So now we're going to come around the side. Oh, we just lost our E4. The scores are 9-9, and we're going to see, the Super Conqueror is dead, but we're going to see if we can do something about this Object 704 or the WZ-111 1-4. WZ's taken a bit of a battering here, so he hasn't got a huge amount of health left. We should certainly be able to finish him off, but as it is, the 5120 achieves it. I put a shot into the Object 704 and fate smiles on me. That is a high damage roll, 840. Holy sweet mother of God. And now, if I need to, I can take a shot from this Object 704 just to basically guarantee killing him, but he bounces anyway, and I don't, but then I get a really low damage roll. So I'm still not able to finish him off in 2 shots, but the UDES does, and I pick up some assistance damage for it, so I'm not complaining too much. Remember that ST1 from earlier on? Oh, he's heading back, ain't that a shame? Bye! He's dead. And he actually becomes my first kill. I had not killed anything at this point yet, but I will take that as kill number 1. I've also not lost any hit points, and the armor's actually worked, so I am certainly not about to start complaining. Waiting for the binos to come up, see if we can do something about this T110E4. Bit like that, really. And we are on 2 kills, and suddenly there's only 2 of them left. Object 140 and that E75, who we taught a lesson in manners earlier on. I'm going to make my way over to our side of the bridge, because no one likes it when someone parks a 152mm gun at one end of the bridge. And I'm being a little bit indecisive here, but I do eventually decide, if memory serves, to go for the bridge and, well, ambush them as they come out, basically, because I think that would be quite funny. Object 140 is done, so I don't have to worry about him, so I can be a little bit more aggressive here. I know the E75 isn't on full health because, well, I shot him earlier on. Hey! And we're up to 5,400 damage here, so it'd be really nice to get in at least one more shot and hopefully push us over the 6k damage mark. That would be nice. That would make it not my highest damaging game ever, but among my highest. The record currently lies with the M46 pattern on a game that was actually a defeat of all things. So lining the shot up, 704 into him. That pushes me over the 6,000 damage mark. 5120 finishes the E75 off, and that is the game. There are only 3 of us left, but we managed to pull a victory out of that one. So, let's just see how well that one went then. That was enough for my second, actually, ace tanker in the Object 704. My other one was like 6k damage and a top gun, but anyway, doesn't matter. Fire for effect, bruiser, tank sniper, and a high caliber medal. The high caliber isn't too surprising. The tank sniper, I guess I had a few shots from longer range, so I guess that shouldn't really be too surprising either. Top of our team, 6,124 damage done, 2 kills, 1,244 base experience. I actually thought, and I was surprised with my first ace as well, I thought this machine would be a little bit harder to ace, but I'm certainly not complaining. And actually the enemy 704 finished top of his team. He had got 6 kills with under 4k damage, but commiserations to him. 11 shots fired, 11 hits, 9 pens for that 6,124 damage. 2,500 was from more than 300 metres, the rest was from pretty close range. 2 hits received, 2 bounces, which is kind of unusual, but I'll take it. Especially as one of them was from an Object 704, but never mind. 1,240 damage blocked by our armour, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 of them destroyed, 576 assistance damage, 2 kilometres travelled, and basically a 34,000 credit profit. Not too shabby, I didn't think. I was quite pleased with that match. So, there we go. A little video for you there showing some games in a couple of Soviet dinky-donks of the sort of, well, self-propelled gun one way or another variety. I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, my apologies for it being a while since I put a World of Tanks video out. If you did enjoy, please feel free to catch me in another video and or subscribe to my channel, and as always, I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao, ciao.